Boys, we are live. The cons final is live. Gaming WinterFest is closing in on the last matches, and this one is gonna be a venture battle mixed with some nice pepperoni M&M Scotty. So we have Soldier, Muthix, Dutchy, and then M&M Scotty. Gonna do one warm-up. We're playing to 120 points in this cons final. And two players here will move on to the grand final. And they will face off with the Sumpy Boys, Tween, and Kappa. So, one warm-up here. Let's see if these guys are gonna be driving any better than yesterday. It is still early, of course. 10 is early to drive a match here.
Thank you for subs.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
Poke. Calm down. Calm down, calm down. Alright then, here we go. The warm-up is over. Muthix will win the warm-up. But let's see if he will do it once more. Round number 1. Let's have a look then. 3 venture guys versus 1 M&M guy. And the M&M guy is already finding himself in the wall. So it is a venture 3-way battle right now. Muthix gets a decent wall bang, but look at the one from Soldier. He finds himself already with 1/10 ahead. Now Dutchy goes a little bit tight, clips the dirt wall a tiny bit, loses a little bit of momentum, but it is still Soldier in first. Muthix goes for a wider line to gain speed here, but it is not paying off whatsoever, as it is still Soldier and Dutchy battling it out for that first position in their newly created whip by Exhibit, the Venture car skin. Dutchy might get the upper hand here as Soldier drops down just a tiny bit. We are coming to the hairpin. We have seen loads of troubles with this hairpin as Soldier now shows us perfectly why this hairpin is so difficult. Oh, Dutchy gets a little bit of a wonky ending, but it is Soldier who still snipes the second place. And it is Dutchy who collects the 10 points in this very first round. Scotty, of course, got last because he made that big mistake in the start. Alright then. Round number 2 here. Following Soldier. Oh, and now Soldier is making the mistake. So, let's have a look at Scotty. Oh my god, look at the car skin from Scotty. It's like a Scottish flag, mate. He got that Scottish representation right here. He's right now in 3rd place, though. Wants to move up to maybe 2nd. Because he got only 3 points previous round. But Dutchy and Muthix are doing a fabulous job here at the top. They are really pushing it already. As Dutchy is in first. Muthix and starts his slide a little bit earlier. And it is actually paying off. But Dutchy with a greater downhill. Moving up to 1st place. His hairpin approach might not be the best one. As we see here, Muthix will take over that 1st position. But Muthix has been stumbling with his end quite a lot. But right now, he will not do any mistake in the end. And he finds himself in 1st place. 10 points to him. But Dutchy was only 300s behind him. Here we go then. Let's go with Muthix for this first round. I mean, the 3rd round. Points still not really massively spread out, but we do have a mistake by Soldier. Did not find himself in the wall, but had to go for an alternative line. Same with Muthix. Muthix just dropping down a little bit. So let's go with Scotty here, who is in 2nd. He really wants to move up to that first position. But Dutchy is a very strong and fast opponent. However, Scotty is rapidly closing in, but this turn from Scotty wasn't the greatest. So we'll lose some ground. Perhaps even Soulja and Muthix can capitalize on that. But the gap seems to be staying the same here. Oh, big mistake by Soulja. Muthix as well with a mistake. So it is all up to Dutchy here to throw the ending. Oh my god. Scotty almost crashes in the finish line. But it is Dutchy who claims the 10 points. Scotty gets the 6 points. So he will move up to third now. Soulja drops down to last. Soulja so far not having the greatest starts. Seems to be not a morning driver. Here we go though. Everyone getting the wallbang pretty good. Dutchy goes a little bit wide, but he will collect more speed and join the pack once again. Soulja, however, is struggling. Soulja is already 0.2 behind right now. Doesn't get the greatest downhill here. Perhaps he can do some damage on the platform jump. He is coming closer. And we have a four-way battle with Dutchy leading. What a turn by Dutchy. Moves all the way up with a 0.2 of a second advantage right now. And only the ending is going to decide it here. Soulja in second place. The hairpin, which is so difficult to do. Scotty goes super tight. He will actually drop down to last place now. Not the greatest ending here. But Soulja clips it completely. And is upside down. That is the first major mistake here. And Soulja will not receive any points. He tried to risk it to get Muthix in the ending, but it did not pay off at all. And we're moving on to the last round here. Let's have a look at Dutchy. We've only really seen him at the top in the previous rounds. And once again, he is off to a great start. Also get a good wallbang. So let's have a look. Who is in last right now? It is Muthix. Muthix finds himself with some trouble in the start now. 0.3 of a second behind. Still Dutchy leading the train. Oh, Scotty gets a very good landing on the platform. But the gaps remain the same. Scotty is actually closing in on Soulja. But we have seen some disappointing endings by Scotty. Maybe this round he can change it up a bit. But he goes super wide. Soulja gets the gear down. Same with Muthix. And it is all up to Dutchy to hold strong on that first place. I think he will do it. And it is Dutchy 10 points. Scotty 6. Muthix and Soulja both with that weird gear down in the hairpin. And they got last. So map 1 completed. Dutchy leading with 46 points. Muthix in second with 28 points. Scotty in third with 23 points. And Soulja in last with 15 points. Map number 2 is going to be Gusta by Clement. So the players will go into a warm-up phase right now. Alright. Soulja and Muthix leading this warm-up. Soulja drops down. This ending can be very tricky, especially to get the exit speed in this turn, as we see Muthix doing it really good. And he does a 59-14, which is a great match time. Now we're gonna go into the first live round. Let's go with Soldier, who is at the bottom of the scoreboard with only 15 points. He was doing quite well in the warm-up. Hopefully he can do the same right here in the live round. Gets a proper start, but it is Scotty and Dutchy leading the charge. Very close. No mistakes yet, but as I say that, Scotty clips his back tire on the spectator booth and will find himself in last place right now. Oh, Muthix with great speed on this platform. Look at him shooting himself from third all the way up to first, but then finds himself in the next wall, risking it a little bit too much. Dutchy is in first place though, looking to take another 10 points. He only has one turn remaining, and he will get the 10-pointer right here. Soldier getting 6, Scotty getting 4 points, and Muthix still able to finish after that massive crash in the middle sector. So the battle for second is kind of what's being developed right here. We have Dutchy with already a 25-point lead. And then the battle is quite heating up. But Soldier making another mistake here. Into the wall he goes. And right now we will follow Scotty, because we got a good overview what's ahead of him. Muthix once again goes for that super wide line, and then that smooth transition goes up to first place right now. But then he is struggling so much with his left downhill, as we have Scotty now in first place. Dutchy exits a little bit too wide. Scotty could take potentially 10 points here, but he jumps too far to the left. Into the wall he goes and drops down to third place right now. Same with Dutchy getting a no slide, and Muthix will claim victory in this lap. Only has the jump to the finish remaining, and he will do so. That was a silly mistake by Scotty. Yet he is able to finish and claim 4 points at least. But it is Dutchy still holding strong to his lead. Let's go with Scotty for this very first start sector. Okay, doesn't get the greatest start, but who gets a worse start? It is Dutchy, our leader of the race. And this is a great opportunity to the other players, so they can scrap some points and potentially make some sort of a comeback. Soldier is the player that needs the points the most, and he is currently in first place. Scotty in second. They are chasing the man up in first. Muthix gets a good downhill section right now, but is not really getting closer. A little bit to Scotty, but Soldier is way too far ahead, about 5 limousines right now. Seems like Soldier will get the 10 points. Scotty will get the second, but here comes Muthix on the last turn. He cuts it really good. Gets so much speed on the left-hander, and he will actually snipe the 6 points away from Scotty in the very last turn. So Soldier getting the 10 points will now close the gap to the third place guy, which is Scotty. And the gap between Dutchy and Muthix is also closing. Ooh, but Scotty now making a mistake. And this is really good for Soldier, because he could potentially sneak up to third place. But then again, as I say it, he makes a mistake on the spectator booth, clipping his wheel on the little edge, slowing down a tremendous amount. Muthix versus Dutchy, that is the battle right now. The two Dutchmen going head to head right now. Dutchy, though, will get the 10 points here. As he will finish a good time as well. 58.9. That is the first 58 we've seen in this match. And actually, haven't seen a lot of 58s in the matches on this particular map. So that is a nice sight to be seen. Dutchy seems to be ready for that grand final already. Already ready, steady. His spaghetti is hot and boiling. Like his knees are weak and not steady. Alright. Soldier needs to get some points in this very last round, but he is not doing the start very well. Already finding himself a 10th behind. But he does get a smooth transition, but not enough exit speed compared to Muthix, who keeps doing that very, very well. Here comes Soldier, though. On that blue turn, will get a lot of momentum going into this final phase of the map. He wants these 10 points. He's hungry for it. Goes a little bit too wide, almost clipping the side of the barrier. But he might be able to get second here if Dutchy slips up a little bit. But it is Muthix instead who slips, and Dutchy might be able to snipe here. Oh my god, he doesn't snipe, but what a close finish round here from the Venture boys. Scotty will get last in this round, and we are moving on to map number 3. Alright, guys, today is a day where we have some nice map overviews, so here we go. There we go. Map overview. Kisla has made this map called Escapism. So points are as follow. Dutchy still leading the charge here, 81 points. Muthix in second place, 63 points. Scotty in third, 42 points. And Soldier Boy in last with 41 points. So things could still change around for that second position. The first place has a massive lead already.
Thank you for
do not
subs.
think
Thank
that a lot will change this way. Yo, Teddy. That morning generosity. Thanks. Here we go now. Let's follow Soldier into the first round we go. He is currently sitting in last position, so he wants to do some damage here. Currently, the last player is Dutchy, but he gets a great downhill compared to Soldier, who drops down even further. Oi, 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 oi. What a mistake there. He was sliding downhill, and that is definitely not what you want to do. You want to get the full grip. But it is Dutchy and Muthix leading here. Dutchy in first. Muthix will get a little bit of a better angle here, I think. No, he actually doesn't. And it remains Dutchy in lead. Is he going to take another 10-pointer here? He is closing in on the finish line, and that is a very good finish as well. 59.85 by Dutchy. Will get closer to that 100-point mark. Of course, we're playing till 120 with finalist mode. But Dutchy is really pushing it to the maximum right here. Let's go with Scotty for this second round. The gap between Scotty and Muthix, who is in second, is already 23 points. That is quite a big and a large margin already. Though it is rather difficult for Scotty and Solja to get closer to Muthix. Muthix really needs to make a massive mistake, but we do instead see Dutchy making a mistake now. And if Muthix claims the 10 points here, he will really push ahead of these other players. Scotty remains in second position though. That is very well. But Muthix will most likely get the 10 points right here. And there he goes, 59.65. We have seen some incredible times by Muthix on day one of Gaming WinterFest on this particular map as well. I think he holds the fastest time yet on this one with a 59.61. So that is very fast. And we're going into round number 3 here. Let's go with Dutchy. Made a mistake in the previous round. Let's see if he can recover from that one. Scotty and everyone is battling it out here as we enter sector number 2. Dutchy seems to do this part so well compared to the other players. But then he goes a little bit too wide and he finds himself once again making a mistake at this same part. So drops down to last place. Scotty creeps up to first. He was really hungry for those 10 points, but oh my god. He is upside down and unable to reach the finish line right here. That is a massive mistake for Scotty, who was doing so well, looking to take a 10-pointer, but instead finds himself upside down and unable to finish. That is gonna put a dent in the points for him, as it is Muthix who gets the 10 points. Dutchy gets second. And Solja gets last. So we have Dutchy now passing the 100-point mark. 2 more victories for Dutchy and he will enable finalist status. So let's have a look at Muthix, who is in second. Solja now making another mistake. He is definitely not feeling it. That is quite unfortunate. But nonetheless, in his first LAN event ever, he is reaching the cons final, which is still a good performance by him. Muthix in first place, Dutchy in second. Muthix on a banger of a time, I think. Yes, he is 300s up on his previous 65. See if he potentially can improve his time here. Oh, but doesn't get the greatest speed. Same with Dutchy. And it is going to be Muthix once again dropping a 72 here. 75. And that is a great time once again. Scotty now reaching the finish line, collecting his 4 points. And Solja in last with 3 points. So the gap between Muthix and Dutchy has actually closed up quite well. Only 8 points of a difference right now. Previously it was about 25, so Muthix doing a good job. Or is it more of Dutchy doing a bad job right now? Making mistakes left, right and center. We do have Solja once again not getting a nice start at all. But it is Dutchy in this downhill section. Always finding himself with lots of speed. Oh, Muthix goes wide. We'll have to give up that second position. Dutchy in first. Scotty wants to avoid the wall here. And he does do so. But we do hear Muthix actually creeping up closer to Scotty. So Scotty is not safe in this second place at all. As Muthix gets loads more speed. He's actually pushing Scotty to the limit. He's actually going for a tighter approach in the ending. But then he hits the wall on the side. Oh my days. Wow. Muthix could have actually taken the 6 points there, but he jumps too far to the right. Into the wall he goes. And we will move on to the next map, where we most likely will see the first winner in this match, as we are going into Summit by Teoma. That is Summit by Teoma. Right there. Points 117 for Dutchy. Really looking to get the victory on this map. Muthix in second with 103 points. Scotty in third with 62 points. And Soja in last with 57 points. So the gap between Muthix and Scotty is 41 points. Scotty needs to drive an insane round right here. I mean, that deserves 10 points for Scotty. Right there. That was worthy of a 10-pointer, dude. Alright, let's have a look then. Can Scotty do it? Or doesn't he know? Oh, Muthix with the first mistake. Scotty quite a bit behind, and now he's even further behind. Making a mistake there, crashing in the wall. Something you don't want to do in TrackMania. Oh my god! Muthix clips on the left and then bounces out on the grass, unable to get back on track. So this is an easy peasy lemon squeezy round for Dutchy. As we also have Soulja outside. Oh wait, it was Soulja actually. It wasn't Muthix. Soulja died. That's what you get when you have 3 venture people driving. It's very tough to see who is who. But Dutchy getting the 10-pointer. Muthix getting second. Scotty in third. And Soulja trying to collect 1,000 kilometers an hour. Here we go then. Dutchy with 1 lag in the grand final already. Can he make it 2 legs and a complete body? He is off to a great start. Very tight to the walls. But, oh, we see the mistake by Scotty. Dutchy finding himself 0.2 ahead of his opponents. I repeat, 24 hundredths ahead of his opponents. Just a couple turns remaining for Dutchy to be in the grand final for 2 times in a row now. This is going to be his 2nd Gaming WinterFest grand final. Or is it 3rd? Did he play? I'm not sure if he played the very first edition of Gaming WinterFest, but I think he did. Ooh, Muthix with a mistake here in the end will actually not get second, but last instead. And Dutchy wins it. Moves on to the grand final. Great performance so far by him. Let's have a look at Muthix. He is now sitting at 112 points. So he could be the next player joining Dutchy, Kappa, and Tween in the grand final. So let's have a look here. Muthix in a good position right now. Already 0.2 ahead of his opponents. And it seems like Scotty and Soulja are not really catching up. Oh! Am I making a mistake here? As Soldier makes the crash. Scotty, though, trying his best. But Muthix, with great speed on this blue section, will extend his lead just a tiny bit. As we are approaching the ending. Muthix slows down quite a lot here. Scotty could sneak up and take the 10 points away from him. With a good ending, Scotty might do it. But it is Muthix who... Oh my god! Scotty! What are you doing? There's a pillar. And instead, Muthix will get the 10 points. And enable finalist mode. Here we go. Will this be the final round of this cons final? Muthix needs to win it. Soldier, however, is in the lead, but now crumbles, finds himself in the wall. And it is going to be a battle between Scotty and Muthix. But the battle seems to be over already. As Scotty gets the no slide. It is all up to Muthix now to be victorious. And we will then see another Sumpy versus Venture battle. We already saw it in the winner bracket finals. Tween and Kappa won that one quite easily. So perhaps they will do the same in the grand finals. But Dutchie is definitely hungry for the battle. GG. Dutchie and Muthix move up to the grand final. Scotty and Soldier will end their run here.